Yo, I gotta share with you this powerful epiphany about your business and why you shouldn't let your business run you, and you should run your business, because there's great and severe repercussions mentally, emotionally, relationally, your family, physically, financial repercussions of letting all your customers and clients run your life. And this is what changed my life. There's two things. Number one, 2019, May of 2019, my wife and I got our first home. After living in condos and apartments, we finally got a home, got a mortgage payment, and there's plenty of work to be done when you first get your first home, or any home for that matter. And so I'm running my business 70 hours a week. I got employees. I still run my business now. Look at this. Shout out to Xmark Mowers, by the way. Oh, yeah, I'll see you at the Equip Expo. Anyways, enough of that. Like, we're working 70 hours a week. I got employees. It's a crazy town, right? The seasons are going by, trying to get as much money in the door as possible, take care of all the clients. You can relate. And here's what happened. I was so up to my eyeballs running the business and making sure of all the customers were happy, and then gutter cleaning came. So we're doing fall cleanups, we're doing gutter cleaning, ornamental tree trimming, garden bed maintenance. I mean, the phone's ringing off the hook. We're booked out for like 6 weeks. We had a crazy thunderstorm. It rained for like, I don't know, 2 days straight, and then it kept raining all week. I go in my basement, and I'm like, you ever work so many hours that you're almost like you're just frantic, and now you're eating fast food, you haven't slept, you know what it's like. I go in my basement of my new house, and there's water in the basement, and then it was the middle of the night, and it was thunderstorming, and I hadn't gone to sleep yet because I had so much paperwork to do. And I went in the basement, and I saw water creeping along the basement floor. And I go, oh, there's water in the basement now? We just moved in. And I was like, I have so much going on. I go outside, and I look at the gutters of my house, and the gutters are overflowing. All down the house, the garden beds are soaked. There's water in the basement. And I go, what is going on? I grab my ladder real quick. I climb up in the roof, the gutters of my own house in a thunderstorm. And I look, my gutters are packed with leaves and sticks and pine cones and debris. And the downspouts are completely packed. And it's overflowing everywhere. And there's water in my basement. And so I freaked out. I got up on the ladder, and I got my backpack blower. And I unclogged the gutters. Now it's the middle of the. I don't remember what I did. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I unplugged the gutters, and I got the water flowing. And then the very next morning, when it was daytime, I got my backpack blower, and I'm blowing out the gutters, and I'm cleaning it all out. And they were just packed. We have buried gutter downspouts, and I'm pulling all this muck and grass out of them and roots. And now the water's able to flow. And then all of a sudden, like, I woke up from this dream. Like, you know Neo in the Matrix, when he wakes up out of like and like the Matrix overtakes him, and then he wakes up and the Sentinels come, and he wakes up from the dream of the Matrix, right? So I woke up from this hypnotic dream like this, and it occurred to me, my own house had. Listen to this, bro. I was so busy scrambling in survival mode, taking care of all my customers and clients, that I was getting water in my own basement because I wasn't even doing any maintenance on my own house. And then I finally cleaned my gutters, and we fixed it, took care of the problem, cleaned it all out, and now I stay totally on top of it, right? But that was a defining moment for me, because it made me go, wait a second here. That and a couple other things. Number two is that very same, 2 summers later, 2021, we're booked out like 8 weeks. Phone's ringing off the hook. Running on no sleep. Eating like crap. Survival mode. Running. We all do this. Even when we're successful, we still get into these these feedback loops where we're just running. We're responding to everything and we forget to take a breath. I tried to run out the door and I felt a clench in my left side of my chest and my heart. It felt like my heart was in a vice. It brought me down to my knee. And I said, you know what? Don't be a wuss. Get up. Let's go. It's just anxiety. I went to grab the door handle. My wife was standing right there. There was so much going on. It was insane. As soon as I grabbed the door handle and I thought about everything that needs to be done, bro, it brought me right back down to my knee. And then I laid on my kitchen floor with my heart in a vice. I almost told my wife to call 911. Now, I don't know if it was a panic attack or a legit mild heart attack or it was about to have a heart attack. But it was so severe that every time I tried to move and get up and resist it, it brought me back down. And now I'm just laying on my kitchen floor with 101 things that had to be done yesterday. The phone's ringing, employees are already punched in on the clock, money's going here, we got to go back and fix this one thing. We got a family event tonight, I got this piece of equipment broken down, I got to mail quarterly taxes in, oh, I still have to run payroll. It was crazy, right? I laid there and stared at the ceiling in my kitchen, just breathing. I tried to move, I couldn't move. I said, if I don't surrender and let all this go right now and put God first, my wife, my family, my health first, I ain't gonna have a business, I ain't gonna have nothing. I was letting my whole business run my life again. I thought I had learned this lesson. And this time I really learned the lesson. Because this wasn't no gutters on the side of the house that needed to be cleaned. This was my health. I made a decision right there in that moment. That's it. I'm not letting my business run my life. Because my health is too important. And everything has been different ever since. And I've talked to other wise men about this, and they have too agreed. They've had similar certain circumstances, scenarios, and things they've gone through, where now when something stressful comes up, they don't go to that point where they're in red line. They don't freak out anymore. You remain calm. So I'm an amped up person anyways. You can't tell. I'm ADD. I know you probably are too. Let me know in the comments below. But ask yourself this question. Is it all really worth it? Then from that place, from that lens of self-preservation, you will start to qualify very carefully the things you let onto your calendar. You'll be more careful about what you let onto your calendar, and it has to be qualified. It has to be the right price. You have to be able to accurately fit it in time, and you think about all the things that will incur the breakdowns. Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. What you think it'll cost will cost 3 times more. It'll take 3 times longer than you anticipated, and you get very careful about what you say yes and no to. All right. I'm Keith Kelfus. I hope that serves you, my friend. I got a whole playlist of videos where I talk about stuff like this. There's people that comment all the time that they get into the green industry, or they've been in their landscaping business, and they say they watch my videos and they find a type of conversation that maybe they're not hearing from other videos. And I appreciate that so much, because I've struggled myself. This YouTube channel's going on, it's 10 years now I've been making these videos. We got 80 million views online. My podcast, the Untrapped Podcast, just crossed 800,000 downloads. And I have people that say, you're too long-winded. I have people say, I hate your content. Why don't you be more like this other person? And here's the answer. You got to be you, with the volume turned all the way up. 1/3 of the people are going to not like you. 1/3 of the people are going to love you. And 1/3 of the people, they just don't care. So be yourself with the volume turned all the way up. Don't be a narcissist. Be respectful. And do your thing, and the right people will gravitate. So I'll see you at the Equip Expo. I'll be at the Xmark booth. If you follow me on Instagram at Keith Kelfus, about links below, go to keithkelfus.com/events. Or keithkelfus.com/events is all the places I'll be speaking, doing presenting, or I'll be at the Equip Expo. I'll be doing at the Xmark booth, and I'll be at the Jobber booth as well. I'll be posting about that on Instagram. if you want to meet in person, is what I'm saying. And then also keithkalfas.com/resources. If I ever talk about anything in the videos, like resources that I use to run my business, I just put them all on one page called keithkalfas.com/resources. Then you can go and you can find out all the different tools and softwares you can use to run your business. And I also am an ambassador or an affiliate of a bunch of these resources, so you can get discounts when you use my promo code. Like, I won't get too far into it, but I'll put all the links in the description below. Much honor and respect to you. And my friend, I'll see you in the next video. I'm excited. Let's get it. Listen to the Untrapped podcast, too. It's my podcast, bro. We just crossed 800,000 downloads. Peace.